Tesla stock is down 40% from their all-time high. The question is now, is it time to buy? Is it a good time to dip in? Is it a good time to go all in into Tesla stock? In this video, that's exactly what we're trying to figure out. We're going to take a look at 2023, 2024, and 2025. Really, it's a medium-term outlook to see if you guys want to hold it for medium-term. If you guys have been following for some time, you know I'm holding it for the long-term, 2030 at least. So if you guys are ready, let's get down to the video. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already, man. Let's go. Let's do this. And by the way, guys, I made a new merch. Yep, I did. I mean, you guys are familiar with the Go All In t-shirt here. You guys are familiar with this one and familiar with the cup here as well. But I made a new one. It's called I Bought Here. Pretty much dollar cost averaging. And it's not just a t-shirt. It's long sleeve. It's hoodies. It's phone cases. All that good stuff. And use the 10% discount code of RIP Bears. It's right here in the screen. RIP Bears, RIPBEARS. All in capital letters right here. And the link is over here or in the description. So check it out. It's if you're a Tesla bull man, you already know. It starts conversations. Anyway, let's get down to the video. I'm gonna pull up the Tesla stock price prediction chart here, the buy now. If you guys have been watching me for some time, this is familiar to you guys. This is something that I do frequently on this channel, and so it's time to do an update on this one. So let's start off with 2023. In 2023, I did say here 1.5 million vehicles going to be delivered. Now this number should be closer to 1.9, but we are gonna keep it conservative and keeping it at 1.8 million. We have 44,000 average selling price in each vehicle. We have the credits, the services, the leasing. We got the vehicle gross profits at 18%. Now, if they continue to cut prices, if Tesla continues to cut prices, maybe 18% won't happen. But again, I'm gonna keep it conservative, keep it a little bit more optimistic and conservative at the same time. Nonetheless, we got the total vehicle profits here. Then we got the energy, the operating costs, the taxes, and the revenue. Here's the thing, guys. The net income gap, forget the gap. We care more about the non-gap, right? It's just below 12 billion. If we look at 2022's total profits for Tesla, it was 12.5. So we're actually doing less than last year. That's the bad thing about 2023 because we've done massive price cuts. And that would give us an EPS of non-GAAP of $3.42, which is, compared to last year, it's down, which is not a good look. However, though, if we look at 2024, it's close to $6. So that's insane. You can see how 2024 is going to be a monstrous year. I mean, just look at the non-GAAP net income, almost doubling. And that's insane. And the numbers that I have here is 2.6 million deliveries. I think they're going to do that. I think they're really going to do that. Average selling price about $47,000 because of the Cybertruck. You already know Cybertruck. I think the average selling price in the beginning is going to be up north of 60,000, north of 70,000 because we're going to do the highest option first. Now, when it comes down to the gross profits, that's based on economy of scale. If they can scale it, obviously in the beginning with any new vehicles, they're going to start slow. It's actually going to cost the business some gross profits here and there, the percentage. But then later on, when they continue to do economy of scale, we can see the gross profits increasing, just like how we saw with the Model Y and the Model 3 and all that good stuff. So I'm saying 47,000 per each vehicle. We got the credits here, obviously reducing year over year. We do want to see this reducing year over year. We got the services here. I mean, more cars on the road, we're going to have more services. It's just common sense on this one. Leasing, I am decreasing in 2024 and 2025 because I am going to stay a little bit pessimistic and say these interest rates are going to be around for some time. We'll probably wait beyond 2025 where interest rates are lower. Now, those who do have cash, they'll most likely buy the vehicle in cash. As we're seeing, leasing overall for the past, since 2022 and onwards, it's been going down and down. So I am putting 2024 and 2025 going down and down. But then as soon as interest rates go down, you already know we're going to see a big bump in this. I mean, it's just economics. That's how it is. And then here I put the vehicle gross profits of 18.5% in 2024 and 19% in 2025. Now, let's focus on 2024 for a second. We see 18.8, that's GAAP, non-GAAP 20 billion. Again, just almost double that, with a total revenue of over $150 billion in 2024, which is absolutely insane. Again, EPS just almost doubling from 2023 to 2024, which is absolutely a sheesh moment. It's absolutely a sheesh moment if we see this. If we do see this, we can see a big tick in the stock price, and we'll get to that in a second. But 2025 total vehicle deliveries of over 3.6 million, 45,000 per average selling price, because I do expect the compact car to slowly peak in and to make an impact on the average selling price. And then we got the vehicle gross profits here of 19%. And then just look at the net income non-GAAP. It's just absolutely over 30 billion. Like, we're going from stagnation from 2022 to 2023 to a 10 billion increase, and then a more than a 10 billion increase in 2025. That's just absolutely insane. An EPS non-GAAP of $9. God. That's gonna be insane. Now, the only thing that I am a little bit pessimistic here is there's a lot of things I'm pessimistic here, but shares outstanding is one of them, because I don't expect them to do any buybacks for the next, from 2023, 2024, and 2025. In fact, they're gonna continue diluting here. I think I put it here about 0.2% this is every year, right? So I think it's 2% or 1% every single year I am diluting here. On a quarterly, I'm doing 0.2%. So on an annual basis, I'm saying 1%, maximum 2% here. Now that I explained this chart to you guys, are you guys see what the stock price will be for the bear, base, and bull case? Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to see what the stock price will be at the end of 2023, 2024, and 2025, and then later buy buy like 100 shares, not actually buy it, but in this chart over here, buy 100 shares of Tesla at the current stock price of 240, and we're going to see if you're going to make a loss or a profit in every single scenario in every single year. So again, if you guys are ready, man, then why isn't that like button smashed? Come on, man, smash that like button. Let's go. Let's start off with 2023, the bear case. I'm going to say in the bear case for Tesla, it's going to be 55 PE. And with a 55 PE, that's a stock price of $188 per share at the bear case at the end of this year. So really right now we're at 240, around there. So 188, if that would mean that there's some sort of a major crash happening by end of this year. So $188 per share. I mean, I welcome that. I would love to buy more. You know, I'm all into Tesla stock. I would love to buy one more time at the dip before it goes to the moon. That's all I gotta say. But that's the bear case. And the base case, which is right now, I think it's a 65 PE or around 67 PE, which will be $222 per share. Again, we are above that, so that's really good. In the bull case, however, though, I'm going to say a PE of 75. And with that, we get a stock price of $256 per share and a market cap almost reaching $900 billion. Guys, you know what's funny here? My price target for 2023 is $260 per share. And look at the bull case. We're almost at 260. I would be laughing so hard if we finish off this year at 260, because in 2022, when the stock was like at 300 in the early months of 2022, and I said my price target for 2023 is 260, everybody was like, yo, you're a big bear, you're not a believer, you're not a bull, you're not a believer in Tesla stock, man, get out of there, get out of here. But now everyone's like, wow, 260 when the stock went to $100, and I kept it. I was still saying 260. Everyone's like, wow, you're the biggest bull out there. Oh man, I love it. I love emotions when it comes to the stock market, man. It's flipping awesome. But yeah, almost pretty much you could say 260 until 2023. But I am a bit more optimistic. I do think we can hit 300 in this year. And if we end up going to a mega bull market, $400 per share is a possibility. Anyways, that's 2023. Let's figure out 2024, because I do believe 2024 is going to be a fantastic year for Tesla. I think this is a year where rates will slowly go down. And obviously, when rates go down, people can make more higher heavy purchase, capital purchases like a car or a house, because they can get mortgages on it, they can get leasing on it, they can get finances on it. And obviously, when interest rates go up, the biggest things that get hit after homes is vehicles. So you can see a big uptick in Tesla's demand as soon as interest rates go down. But nonetheless, in the bear case, I'm going to put a PE of 50 and we get a stock price of $294 per share, which is absolutely flipping awesome with a 50 PE. In the base case, I'm going to put a PE of 60 and we get a stock price of $353 per share, market cap reaching over $1.2 trillion. That'd be flipping awesome if that actually happens. And then in the bull case, PE of 70, and that's a market cap of, price target of 411 bucks per share and a market cap over 1.4 trillion dollars. So that's pretty good. That's actually not bad at all. Comment down below, do you think this is realistic, by the way, guys? The bear, base, and bull case, is the PE too low, too high? Because again, Tesla is really hard to evaluate because you have so many things that no one has ever done before, and then once they do it, it's just a whole bunch of money. FSD is gonna be one of them. I'm just gonna say, as soon as FSD is solved, we can see a triple in the stock price within the same year or two. So yeah, that's my take on it. So let me know, comment down below, is this realistic or not? Very, very curious to know. Moving on to 2025. I'm going to put a PE of 45 for the bear case. Again, look at the EPS non-GAAP, almost $9. This is a sheesh moment, guys. That's insane. We get a stock price of 404 bucks per share and a market cap over $1.3 trillion. By the way, guys, in 2024, look at that. Tesla stock price of 411. I think that's pretty much the all-time highs. I think for all-time highs 414. So by end of 2024, if we have a 70 PE and if they have an EPS of almost 600 bucks, so $6, not 600 bucks, of $6, we can see them hitting the all-time high again by end of 2024. So that's insane. Anyways, that's in 2025, bear case, 45 PE, 404 bucks per share, market cap over 1.3 trillion. In the base case, I'm gonna say 55 PE because we're just going down 5 PEs here and there, and that's a stock price of almost 500 bucks per share and a market cap over 1.7 trillion dollars. And then we have here in the bull case a PE of 65 and stock price of almost, just shy of $600 per share and a market cap of 2 trillion. Guys, could you imagine that end of 2025, Tesla will be at $2 trillion? But I think it'll be more than that because here we're not even adding the full self-driving. We're not even, adding what could happen with a snap of a finger when Tesla over-the-air update and bam, that is it. Every Tesla in the world that is allowed to use FSD in their country can use it and bam, that's his profits. Anyways, I made a separate video. You guys can check it out over here. But nonetheless, look at that. 2025 bear case 400 bucks per share in the bull case of 600 bucks per share. So really, if you buy today at 250, at 180, at 200, by 2025, you're looking between 400 to 600 if Tesla, does generate over $30 billion in non-GAAP, net non-GAAP, and, a revenue of over $200 billion. So really, again, this is all speculation. This is not facts. This is all predictions. So take all this with a grain of salt. But this is fascinating. When you look at these numbers and you project, very, very interesting. Now, it's time to see if you make a profit or loss if you bought today at the stock price. I believe right now is 240 bucks per share. So let's see, guys. If you guys are ready, man. Again, dude, why isn't that like button smashed? Smash that like button, man. Let's go. So let's say you want to buy 100 shares of Tesla stock at a price of 240 bucks. So right here in this lovely formula that I made. And again, guys, this will be available on Patreon soon. I'm hoping by end of this week. I'm busting balls to get that out for you guys. So you'll have access to pretty much the whole entire Tesla master charts. So it's gonna be a sheesh moment. So 100 shares at 240 is $24,000, which is your break even or your cost. And so if you bought now and by end of the year the bear case happens, which is 188 bucks per share, then you've lost over $5,000. So that is not fun. But again, if you're in it for the long term, that really shouldn't be much of a concern. But nonetheless, in the base case, when the stock price goes to 222, it would be negative 1,800 bucks. However, though, in the bull case, if it goes to 256, you made over $1,600. Congratulations. And I think the bull case for 2023 is very, very possible. I'm going to give that a 50-60% probability here. So that's that for 2023. 2024, your 24,000 turns to over 29,000. In the bear case, you've made over 5,000. In the base case, you made over 11,000. In the bull case, you made over 17,000. That's insane, man. That's insane. That is crazy. But it's not as crazy as in 2025 because your bull case in 2024 is the bear case for 2025. You would have made over $16,000 in the bear case, over $25,000 in the base case, and over $34,000 in the bull case. So looking at this conclusion, what I see is buying at the 240 mark, at least from now to 2025, you're gonna make money, man. You're gonna make money. But again, this is all a prediction and a prediction alone. Anything could happen in between. Maybe FSD fails, maybe Tesla, I don't know, the battery, something's wrong with the battery, and you know they have to file for banks. Anything, obviously that's very pessimistic. That's not going to happen. But you gotta be ready for all that, man. You gotta be willing to know that any investment you make is a risk, but also not investing is a risk as well. And I see Tesla looking at this for, you know, at least for 2025. You know, the base case looks realistic to me. I can see the stock price being $500 per share. But then if you add the FSD, it's probably going to be closer to the $700-800 mark. But we didn't add FSD here. So in some cases, you could even call me conservative. I'm just saying. But let's have some fun with this chart for a second, all right? The average right now, or the stock price right now, is 240. Let's say you bought at the lowest at the 101. You guys ready to see how much profit you're gonna make it with all this? Oh my God, look at that. Just look at that. By bull case, your investment was only 10,000 because you bought 100 of, you know, let's put it 200, man, because that's, you know, that'll be, you know, 20,000. Just look at that, man. Anyways, this will be available on Patreon again. You're gonna make, you know, you can play around with it. You can see how it is. It's a lot of fun. You know, it opens your eyes more when it comes to investments, because now you have actual data in front of you. Now you're looking at actual numbers, realistic numbers. So you can really play around with these formulas and all that to see what, you know, what helps with your thesis and what helps with your investment and stuff like that. It helps with me. I mean, I try to buy at the major dip. By the way, if you guys bought the dip, you guys need the shirt. But nonetheless, these charts are really, really helpful, and I'm very excited to give it to you guys very soon. But that's pretty much it, guys. Again, take it all with a grain of salt, and always do your DD, man. Always do your DD. So the question is, Pejjy, is it a good time to buy now? Look, man, I'll be straight out honest with you guys. If you guys are investing in the long term, and I mean at least 5 years, right? You know, 2030 is a good horizon. It's actually a really decent horizon. The longer you hold Tesla stock, the more money you're gonna make, and that goes not just with Tesla, it goes for pretty much all the stocks and any investments. Patience and time is your best friend because you have compound interest. So really, is it a good time to buy now? Man, if you ask me, it was a great time to buy last year. It was probably not a good time to buy in 2021 because the thing reached $400 per share. It was based on pure speculation. But nonetheless, if you even bought at the all-time high, you're still gonna make good amount of money by 2030 if you hold. And that's all you gotta do. You just gotta hold. Obviously, you should have money that you don't need into the stock, because if it's the money that you do need, you're gonna end up pulling it out a month or two later, and it's probably gonna be down. So short-term stocks are always going to be down. So that's why it's really important to look long-term, 2030. And here is the video where I talk about what Tesla stock price could be by 2030, including everything: the BOB, the insurance, the robotaxi, the FSD licensing, the FSD global, everything, just everything. Check that out. You won't be disappointed. Get your merch, man. Get your 10% off. Discount code RIPBEARS right here. And subscribe for more. And I shall see you guys in the next video, man. See ya.